Your ex just realized you're never coming back, and the shock of it has literally made him sick. After all the holidays passed without hearing from you, after months of waiting for you to break down and come crawling back like he expected, reality finally hit him like a freight train. This man is in complete devastation right now because he genuinely believed you were playing games with him this whole time. He thought your standards were an act. He thought your silence was a strategy. He thought you were going to eventually crack and give him exactly what he wanted, which was drama, chaos, and proof that underneath your sophisticated exterior, you were just as immature as every other woman he's dealt with. He was dead wrong. What I'm seeing in the cards is shocking. This person has been going through a complete ego death over the past few weeks. The Tower card is sitting right here in the center of this reading, and it's showing me a collapse so severe it's affecting his physical health. I'm talking flu symptoms, chronic exhaustion, that heavy feeling where you can't even get out of bed. Some of you might even hear he's been calling out of work or disappearing from social situations. This isn't just heartbreak for him. This is humiliation on a level he's never experienced before. He finally understands that you saw right through him from the beginning, and instead of playing his little games, you simply removed yourself with the grace and dignity of a woman who knows her worth. That realization is destroying him. Let me paint a picture of who this person really is, because understanding his psychology is crucial to seeing why this is hitting him so devastatingly hard. The Knight of Wands is jumping out of this deck, and this card is telling me everything I need to know. This is someone who operates with the emotional maturity of a middle schooler, regardless of how old he actually is. Think dumb jock energy, the type of masculine who mistakes immaturity for charm and thinks drama equals passion. He's the guy who genuinely believes relationships are supposed to be chaotic, toxic, on and off roller coasters. Because that's all he's ever known. That's his entire reference point for what love looks like. This person might carry fire sign energy, possibly Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Impulsive, reactive, and has always gotten by on surface-level charisma rather than actual depth. Physically, I'm seeing someone who might have that athletic build or at least carries himself like he was the star player back in the day. Maybe he was good at sports in school, or he has that cocky energy of someone who peaked in high school and never evolved past it. Professionally, he might be in sales, something physical, or a field where he can coast on personality rather than substance. With the King of Pentacles reversed showing up, I'm also seeing his finances aren't as stable as he pretends they are. There's a facade of success, but behind the scenes he's struggling more than he lets on. Emotionally, this person is stuck in survival mode. He's been conditioned by toxic relationships where fighting, breaking up, dramatic reunions, and constant chaos were normalized. The Six of Cups is revealing that his past romantic experiences have all been with women who matched his immaturity. Women who would scream, cry, chase him, tolerate disrespect, and come back every single time because they didn't know their worth. He got comfortable in that pattern. He thought that was just how relationships worked. So when he met you, someone who actually carries herself with class, intelligence, and self-respect, he didn't believe it was real. He thought you were pretending. He genuinely sat back and waited for you to drop the act and show him who you really were. Here's the part that's gonna blow your mind. This man didn't just disrespect you for no reason. He was testing you. The Justice card reversed is showing me that he genuinely believed it was acceptable to treat you poorly because he was waiting almost excitedly to see you lose control. He wanted you to explode. He wanted you to cry, yell, act crazy, and prove to him that you were just like everyone else. He thought he was setting up the greatest narcissistic supply of his life. He was going to say something disrespectful, stand back and watch you fall apart so he could feel powerful and in control. That was his plan. Except you didn't fall for it. Hey beautiful souls, if you're already subscribed, thank you for being here. For anyone new, I'm Leo. I've been reading tarot and working with intuitive energy for years now. My goal is to bring you clarity on your divine love path, while helping you stay empowered and never settle for less than you deserve. Now let's dive further, because this is where it gets intense. What this person is feeling right now is something he's never experienced before, and it's breaking him. The Ten of Swords is face up in your reading, and this card represents complete devastation. He's flat on his back, defeated, unable to process what just happened. Here's what's going on inside his mind that he'll never admit out loud. He's replaying every moment of your connection, and for the first time he's seeing it clearly. He's realizing that when you were kind to him, it wasn't weakness. When you were patient with him, it wasn't because you were naive. When you spoke to him with grace, it wasn't because you didn't see through his games. You saw everything. You just chose to give him the benefit of the doubt for as long as you could tolerate it. And the second he crossed the line, you were gone. What he's terrified of admitting is that he genuinely cared about you. The Two of Wands shows me he had plans for a future with you. Yes, even while he was acting like a complete fool, somewhere in his delusional mind, he thought you two had a future together. He's dealt with women before who accepted his disrespect and still stayed, so he assumed you'd do the same. He thought he could treat you however he wanted, and you'd just smile through it like the others did. The Seven of Swords reversed confirms his entire strategy was flawed from the beginning. What he thought was clever manipulation was completely transparent to you. You're the Queen of Swords, you see through people instantly. You're intellectually sharp, emotionally intelligent, and you don't waste time on games. He didn't realize who he was dealing with until it was far too late. In his most private moments, this person is drowning in embarrassment. Imagine a kid in school who tries to be the class clown, and instead of everyone laughing, the teacher calls him out in front of everyone and exposes him as foolish. That's the level of humiliation he's experiencing right now. He thought he was in control the entire time, and now he's realizing you were 10 steps ahead of him. You didn't argue, you didn't fight, you didn't give him the drama he was craving. You simply saw him for exactly who he was, decided he wasn't worth your energy, and removed him from your life with zero hesitation. The Strength card is showing me you have lioness energy. When you roar once and it's over. You don't go back, you don't revisit. You detach completely and move forward. That level of self-respect is something he's never encountered before, and it's haunting him. The Four of Swords reversed is revealing that his mind won't shut off. He's lying awake at night, replaying everything, trying to figure out where it went wrong, knowing deep down it was entirely his fault. He keeps thinking about the texts you didn't respond to, the calls you didn't return, the times he saw you online and you didn't acknowledge him. He convinced himself you were playing hard to get. He told himself you'd eventually break and reach out. But now reality is setting in. You weren't playing, you were serious. You genuinely don't want anything to do with him, and that truth is something he can't escape from no matter how hard he tries. His ego can't handle that a woman of your caliber looked at him and decided he wasn't even worth a second thought. Now here's what's unfolding that you need to understand, because this man's desperation is about to become very visible. The King of Pentacles reversed is showing me he's going to start overcompensating. You're going to see him suddenly posting on social media more than usual. If he wasn't a flashy person before, he's about to become one. Designer clothes he can't actually afford. Pictures of him in suits even though he's not a suit guy. Bottles at the club, posing with cars. He's going to do everything in his power to project an image of success and confidence, because internally he feels like you stripped him of his manhood. You didn't mean to. You just held a standard and he couldn't meet it. But in his mind you humiliated him by not tolerating his foolishness, and now he's scrambling to rebuild the ego you shattered. Behind the scenes, his finances aren't as stable as he wants people to believe. The Knight of Pentacles reversed shows money coming in slowly or inconsistently. He might be dealing with a temporary financial setback right now, which is adding to his stress. He's trying to portray himself as the Emperor, someone powerful and in control, but the mask is cracking. The people close to him might not know the full story of what happened between you two, but they can see something is off with him. He's been quieter than usual, more withdrawn, maybe even irritable or distant. He's keeping his humiliation a secret because admitting that a woman walked away from him and didn't look back would destroy whatever image he's trying to maintain. The Five of Cups is sitting heavily in this reading, and it's showing deep, genuine mourning. This man is staring at what he lost, and for the first time he's seeing clearly. You weren't just another woman he could play games with. You were a woman of substance, maturity, sophistication, and self-respect. You represented an opportunity for him to level up, to become a better man, to experience what a real relationship with a high-value woman could look like. And instead of recognizing that opportunity while he had it, he chose to play childish games that cost him everything. Now he's surrounded by the same low-caliber women he's always dealt with. The Three of Cups shows me he's around women who are chaotic, messy, immature, maybe even involved in substance use or drama. And now that he's experienced you, they disgust him. He doesn't want them, but he knows he destroyed his chance with you. The Moon card is revealing something deeper. This wasn't just about losing you. This was about him failing to cross a threshold into a better version of himself. You were his opportunity to grow up, to mature, to be a real man. And he stayed stuck in the hell realm of immaturity. He didn't even realize he was trapped in. That's what's eating at him. He had a chance to evolve, and he blew it because he couldn't recognize what was right in front of him. The Hanged Man is showing me he feels completely suspended, unable to move forward or backward. He knows there's nothing he can say to fix this. You're too advanced for him, too mature, too clear-sighted. He feels more like your son than a potential partner, and that realization has left him frozen in regret. Let me tell you exactly what signs confirm this is happening and what timeline you're looking at. If you've been seeing angel numbers like 444, 1111, or 777, those are confirmations that divine justice is unfolding. The universe has been protecting you from this connection and showing you that you made the right choice. You might notice he's been quieter on social media lately, or if he is posting, it feels forced or performative. That's the Emperor energy trying to save face while internally he's crumbling. Within the next few weeks, don't be surprised if he attempts some form of indirect contact. Maybe he'll like an old post, watch your stories repeatedly, or have a mutual friend casually bring him up in conversation. These are desperate attempts to see if you're still thinking about him. He's not bold enough to reach out directly because he knows you'll ignore him. For some of you, especially if this ended around the holidays, you might hear through the grapevine that he's been sick or dealing with health issues. That's the Tower energy manifesting physically. His immune system took a hit from the emotional shock. His sleep is disrupted, his appetite is off, and he's dealing with stress-induced symptoms that he can't shake. If you run into him unexpectedly or see him in person, you'll notice he looks different, not just physically, but energetically. The light in his eyes will be dimmer. The cocky confidence will be gone. He'll seem smaller somehow, and that's because he is. You reduced him without even trying, simply by refusing to tolerate disrespect. Within the next 1 to 2 months, you're going to see him go through phases of trying to win in other areas of his life to compensate for losing you. New job posts, gym photos, dating other people publicly to try to make you jealous. None of it is real. It's all performance. The Devil card shows me he's trapped in the memory of you and can't break free no matter what distractions he creates. At night, when he's alone, you're all he thinks about. He replays your voice, your smile, the way you carried yourself. He's comparing every woman he meets to you, and they're all falling short. He's mentally and emotionally enslaved to what he lost, and there's no quick fix for that kind of regret. Here's what I need you to understand. This man didn't just lose a girlfriend or a situationship. He lost access to a woman who could have changed his entire life trajectory. You carry a frequency that not everyone can match, You have standards, boundaries, emotional intelligence, spiritual awareness, and self-respect that most people spend lifetimes trying to develop. He encountered all of that in you, and instead of rising to meet it, he tried to drag you down to his level. That was his fatal mistake. The Strength card keeps coming back because I need you to see yourself the way the universe sees you. You're not just strong, you're spiritually fortified. You have a lioness inside you that doesn't tolerate disrespect, and when she decides someone is unworthy, that's final. You didn't do anything to this man except exist in your power. You didn't curse him out. You didn't play games. You didn't try to hurt him. You simply saw who he was, recognized it wasn't aligned with who you are, and removed yourself with grace. That level of self-possession is rare, and it's exactly why this is destroying him. He thought he could control your emotions, and you proved he couldn't. He thought he could manipulate you into chaos, and you remained calm. He thought he could break you down, and instead you walked away whole. That's the power of a woman who knows herself. While you're in this energy, here's what you need to do. Keep living your life unapologetically. Don't shrink yourself to make anyone comfortable. Don't second-guess your decision to walk away. Don't entertain breadcrumbs if he tries to come back. This man had a real woman and chose to play games. He doesn't get a second chance to waste your time. Focus on your own growth, your own peace, your own alignment. The right person, the one who's actually ready for what you bring, is on the way. And when they show up, you'll understand why nothing else worked out. What you won't do is lower your standards for someone who couldn't even meet the bare minimum. Trust what you did. Trust your intuition. Trust the strength it took to walk away when part of you probably wanted to stay and fix it. You can't fix people who don't want to be fixed. You can't mature someone who's comfortable being immature. You can't force someone to see your value when they're too blind to recognize it. And you shouldn't have to. The right person will see you clearly from day one and treat you accordingly. This man wasn't that person, and his regret doesn't change that fact. Let him sit in what he created. Let him learn the hardest lesson of his life. Let him realize too late what he had. That's not your burden to carry. That's his. The universe removed him from your path for a reason. You were being protected from a connection that would have drained you, frustrated you, and kept you stuck in cycles you've already outgrown. Everything you've been through, every disappointment, every moment of questioning whether real love exists, it was all preparation for what's coming next. You're not meant for average, not in love, and not in life. You're meant for someone who matches your maturity, your depth, your energy, your vision. Someone who sees you and doesn't need to be convinced of your worth. Someone who shows up consistently because they recognize what they have. That person is out there, and they're being prepared for you just like you've been prepared for them. If this reading resonated with you, drop a heart emoji or a crown emoji in the comments so I know this message found you at the right time. I have another reading coming about what your soulmate wants to tell you before they arrive that I think is going to blow your mind. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. I'm sending you so much love, light, and protection on your journey. Remember, you're rare, you're powerful, and you're exactly where you need to be. I'll see you in the next one.